Now I have a gentleman that, with his success, he's a very powerful example that PM International is truly a family business, because his mother, his brother, and countless friends have embarked with him on his journey, on his success journey with PM International. And he has built steadily, he has built strong, he has built his network by, as we say, leading from the front, so he knows exactly what he's talking about, and has created in his team a culture, a team culture of belief and of constant teamwork. So from the Silver Presidents team of PM International, here with us today, Rechard Lee. Welcome, Rechard.
Hello, everybody. I just want to start by saying it's truly an honor for me to be up here on this stage in front of you all. Just to say, Rechard Lee, my family and I have been in the business for now 3.5 years, and it's been quite a journey thus far. It's been a huge blessing for us, and most notably because it's really changed the trajectory of our health journey as a whole. Now, since we're in the business and we all love testimonials, right? So I'm going to get straight into it. I'll start with my father. My father is 69 years of age, and he's able to play soccer twice a week. Okay, so this is what I figured. You're probably thinking a 69-year-old playing soccer, he's probably waltzing to the ball, maybe just hitting the ball once or twice here and there. You're absolutely wrong. Incorrect. My father, he still yells, even curses, slide tackling everybody in sight, running towards the ball like his life depended on it. If you saw him play, you would actually think like he's trying to get this multi-million-dollar contract from a professional team. But in actuality, what PM has done for him with soccer specifically is he's able to run longer and harder than he actually had in the past, right? But more importantly than that, he's able to do that without any of the joint aches, any of the muscle tightness that he's always dealt with in the past. So for him, it's been a blessing in that sense. And what are we all told when we start the business? Be a product of the product. My father is not a salesman at all, okay? But I'm happy to report that more than half of his teammates, active eyes, yes. So where was I? Okay, so more than half of his teammates take the fitness drink and the optimal set alongside with him on the sidelines now. And that's simply because they've seen the transition since before he started taking the products and after, being the product of the product. As for myself, I am 15 pounds lighter. You know, I don't have the body of Adonis, but it's a big improvement. I feel amazing. I don't drink the 5 or 6 cups of coffee like my body required in the past. And even for myself, I'm able to play basketball twice a week. And that's huge for me because I stopped playing 10 years ago after getting surgery on both my ankles. I would show you the scars, but we don't have enough time for that. I can't go around the aisles. But even more importantly, the biggest transformation in our family came from source in my mother. For the rest of us, we've felt more of a sense of well-being since taking the products and having improvements here and there. But my mother was actually ailing. She had a lot of health issues at the time, making weekly visits to the doctor, sometimes even twice, being prescribed medications. Very trying times for us. But I'm happy to report 4 to 5 months into taking the products, the optimal set, immunogen, gel shoots, everything and anything you could think of, she made a 180-degree turn and she regained her health. She's able to eat all the foods that she loved. Before that, she couldn't digest anything. She was able to eat the lamb chops that she loved, the duck meat, steaks, and everything. So just for that alone, we are eternally grateful for PM International, and more importantly, Mr. Sorg, who made this all happen for us. So thank you. Now, I'm sure everyone here heard the term health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. To me, that term was always like a big cliche, right? It's just, okay, it's just stressing the importance of how important health is to us. Very obvious. But through PM, that term, that phrase took on a different meaning, a whole new meaning on steroids, if you want to call it. For me, every time I hear now health is wealth, I have this other mantra in addition to that. Through PM, health is wealth, and then let's make some wealth through health. All right? So based on the testimonials that you heard just from our family, can you imagine how much fire that was raised inside of us, right? And why that thought came to our head? Why is health is wealth and then wealth through health? We could not stop ourselves from telling this to everyone in our lives, right? Just from the fundamental aspect of wanting to help somebody, even a stranger, even a stranger. I have a very interesting story from last night. You know, yesterday was filled with an amazing night of good food, drinks, a night with spending time with all the leaders within PM and the leaders of PM as well. But at the end of the night, myself, my mother, and Tonette, we decided to take an Uber back to our hotel. Fate had it that our Uber driver was a very nice man, but a very talkative person. All right. So for the next 20 minutes, we were just in small talk. I was very tired, but he's such a nice guy. I just wanted to, play along and just have a conversation with him. We were talking about where the best bagels are in Florida. For me, I'm from New York and New Jersey, so you know we're the king of bagels, right? So I don't care what you say about how good Florida bagels are. We were talking about the best beaches in Florida for him, and something very interesting happened the last 5 minutes right before we got to our destination. The subject geared towards health. I think I kind of geared it towards that way in talking about health, right? And he just opened up, maybe because we were just so nice to each other and he felt comfortable, but he opened up about his life, of how his father was going through a lot of health ailments, seeing his father getting all the treatments and I don't know how much it was taking a toll on their family. And right then and there, it's my empathy mode just went into hard drive. And I only mentioned 2 things from that. I told him, hey, I think if your father was able to take some of the products that helped my mother, one being Activized, that will just increase the circulation in his body, that might help. And then I added another thing. Perhaps if he took this product called Immunogen, it will increase the nitric oxide in his body and maybe help him as well. And throughout that whole conversation, he never looked back. But as soon as I said that, I guess something clicked in him, perhaps. But he looked back at me and asked me for my business card. My first thought was, hey, keep your head on the road, please. I have important cargo here, my mother, Tonette, and myself too. But I stayed in the moment, and we exchanged numbers. He gave me his personal number right then and there. And what's the point of this story? I want to bring this point across, so I'm going to read this one, okay? Okay. Through this PM opportunity, I have the potential of helping this stranger see his dad get better and experience something similar to what my family went through. What can be more fundamentally fulfilling than helping someone in health and also potentially changing their financial lives in the process? A very powerful statement. And I'm lucky enough to not only understand the concept, but really feeling it and knowing deep in my heart. Now, I have something else to tell you. I have very great news to share with you all. We are still in the infant stages of the America's expansion, all right? Why am I telling you this? That means every single one of you, me included, we have the opportunity to be the pioneers in wherever we live, outside of where we live too, but especially where we live, where we have direct contact with everybody. That's a very powerful statement and an opportunity that not many people can say they have, right? And also, where are we here? Look at this. We're in this new facility, beautiful, amazing. And these are the investments that the company is putting forth for us to help in our venture, all right? And on top of that, thank you, Mr. Sorg and Mrs. Sorg, for the investment. We are also equipped with top-notch leadership, headed by our President of the Americas, Mr. Stewart. Thank you. And also the Vice President, Denzel Bach, who's been with me every step of the way through the trenches. He's coached me and guided me throughout the process of, continued growth, because you're going to have that leader to get you to the next step, right? So that is something that we all have in our leaders, so take advantage of it. So if you were to ask me, what's the next step? I'd say just grab the opportunity and run with it. Right now is the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much for that.